Go ahead, just go live now. I'm here on my computer. Oh man. Pause music. Not. This dev team hates me, I swear. I swear, this dev team hates me. Just downright hates me. And one reason why I'm sitting there saying that they hate me is because they know how to draw me in. So I've been looking at that bundle with more detail, and I found out more stuff about it. I did read all the traits. Oh my gosh, these traits are going to be insanely good. Every single one of them. And the carrier trait, oh my gosh, the carrier trait is going to take pet builds to a whole new level. But, found out that this is the Silicone is a Gargant variant, which is awesome, and it gave it a legendary Vista facelift, which looks absolutely fantastic. And then I noticed that the Armstrong has a TNG look to it, which honestly I absolutely adore. I plan on using the skin a lot, but also Parliament. If you own the Parliament, you well, actually have the ability to use this skin and that on a ship that's actually worth it. But on these traits, all of them are going to be so good, every single one of them. Yeah, no, this bundle is amazing. There's like no ifs, ands, or buts. Absolutely amazing. So I did that melee video last night, And I did not go through my characters for the Dilithium. Oh, I'm so upset. Hi, Hellhound. Did I do the... I didn't even find Dilithium on this character either after doing that video. I didn't even do the reputation. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Yeah, this dev team hates me. I completely forgot to do my... So, new bundle. My gosh. I have to, like, rethink everything now on, like, which bundles are, like, top-tier bundles now, because this bundle is just so good. Oh, I am so upset. No EC? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. How are you doing, Hellhound? Hope you're doing well. This week is gonna be probably an extremely rough week, primarily because of the fact that my trip to Washington State is at the end of the week. So yeah, I gotta deal with that. Not looking forward to it, but I have to deal with it. I think I might keep these. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them. Polaron is starting to become one of my favorites energy types in the game. I've been using it a lot more lately. And I mean a lot more. I keep that one too. Maybe I will. Dual beams I will not keep. Single beams I will. So I am working on a dual beam build video, which I need to edit it a little bit. I actually did really well DPS wise. I'm pretty much emotionally and mentally fried right now. Yesterday was a court date for my late... Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I completely understand. I'm starting to become more and more emotionally just not available. Because of, you know, this is... I'm basically in the same boat as you, just different scenario. Work is keeping me distracted. But work can only go so far. Like, I know that today... Oh, basically the rest of the week it's going to be a headache at work just because that's how everything has been lately. So it's definitely going to help out when it comes to just keeping me distracted, but the other way it's just, there's time there, at least yesterday there was times where like nothing was really going on that for me to do. So I kind of was just sitting there like, no. I was just thinking. Oh my gosh. So I told my wife that I'm upset and mad, and she thought there was something important. And I told her why I was upset and mad. And her immediate response was, and I quote, "Just stop playing the game." Oh man. And my only response was no. Because I enjoy playing this game. This game is fun. Why would I stop playing it? I haven't done anything on this character in a while. Oh, your upgrade. Nice. I don't have experience on this character? Oh dear. Yeah, I definitely need to go on this character and start farming. But I'll save that for another day. Right now, the character that I'm focusing on the most when it comes to doing at least that aspect of things is my science. Which I need to go in and polish a bit more. I didn't even realize this character was sitting on 3.4 mil. That's nice, I guess. Yeah, luckily, when it comes to my side of things, it's pretty easy to, get distracted enough. I'm pretty sure this character's reputation is done. It is. Yeah, I have work in an hour. So this will be a short stream. But I do plan on trying to come up with a schedule where I stream regularly. And actually have streams that last more than just like an hour or two. As soon as I read the traits from the new ships, I messaged a buddy of mine who is like going hard on pet builds. I'm like, you're gonna want to get the new carrier. That trait is gonna take care of builds to a whole new level, and it will. And I plan on X2ing every single one of those ships whenever I do finally get my hands on them, if I ever get my hands on them. So update on the funeral arrangements for my brother. My brother's mom asked him to basically like lead it. And he asked me if I could basically be like his emotional support anchor, his right-hand man in it, and I said absolutely. And just also give y'all kind of a background on how much of a nerd that my eldest brother, my middle brother, and I am. We are huge medieval nerds. Also, fantasy nerds. Medieval fantasy. So, like, both my brothers own weapons and armor and all that stuff from that time period that are functional. I own a functional sword. This is actually the third sword that I've owned that is actually functional. I've owned 4 total. One was decorative. I sold the other 2 functional blades that I had because I really needed the money when I was living in Brazil, but I do have a new one, and it is actually pretty awesome. Um, he asked me for memory of my brother if I would basically be willing to wear medieval armor during the funeral, and my only response to him was, "Do you even need to ask?" The answer is absolutely. Um, so we're gonna get dressed up. I just wish I could bring my sword with me, but I unfortunately cannot because airports don't allow you to carry weapons. And because of the type of ticket that I got, the only thing I can take with me is a backpack. Not a carry-on, just a backpack that can push underneath the seat. So there's that. But yeah, so that's gonna be happening. I was farming on this character pretty hard and I have no ore. Interesting. Could have sworn I was doing a lot of TFOs that one day when I was streaming on this character, or did I just stop because I noticed something? I bet you I stopped immediately because I was like, wait a minute. Why are these going? Yeah, no, I stopped. Yeah, look at me, I'm an idiot. Oh well. I do need to work on this character's, like, speed problem. And this character has no EC. We gotta transfer some. Maybe not. But at least Star Trek Online is just adding more and more amazing things, which is making me happy. Which is definitely balancing out the sadness. But one thing I'm trying to keep in mind is the way my brother was, is I'm even going to say this in my speech if I ever can even figure out what I'm going to say. He would not want us to be sad. Not even a little bit. But, yeah. Ouch. So lately, like I said earlier, I've been playing with Polaron a lot lately. Still the same Polaron setup I've been doing. I added the console from Spawns of Two Birds of Prey, just because those things flying around doing stuff is just absolutely hilarious and amazing. Trait-wise, still everything's the same, but I've been doing really good with it. Like I said, I do have a dual beam build video that I need to edit just a little bit, because what I'm planning on doing is just talking over the footage while I show off the gameplay. So I want to try that at least once, instead of just how I've normally been doing it, where I just go in, talk about the ship itself, and then just play the game while I record. I have no idea what the consoles do on these ships, though. That console sounds awesome. especially for pet builds. So this is going to be a 2-for-1. Well, actually, really a 3-for-1 because this is going to be a monster of a carrier. For sure. So, yeah, no, this thing is going to rival the Ark Royal. Okay, I guess I'm not going to compare the two. Reason why it's going to rival the Ark Royal is because it's another science carrier with a secondary deflector. And 2 hangar bays.
Bodwar ships have invaded the area around the festival. I will be acting as flag captain for a small task force that will engage the enemy throughout the system. Once your team has...
But no joke, my plan, if I was able to get the bundle today, I'd be flying the Armstrong. Oh yeah. Like, the new carrier is definitely... The console, based on just what it says, is going to be huge for pets. The trait is going to be... is probably the best trait for pets for sure. Yeah, no, Ark Royal is an amazing carrier, and this carrier is, yeah, no, it's going to be insanely good. I can't wait to get my hands on it. My wife is not too happy that I am, yeah. But there's nothing I can do about it. They keep adding awesome things that I want, and then her response is just stop playing the game. I'm like, no. Because if I stop, that means what am I going to do with this channel? The whole point now is just do Star Trek content. Well, not just Star Trek content. I want to do other things that besides just Star Trek, but primarily Star Trek content. Pass. Pass.
We've established an automated blockade in an asteroid field to protect the populated.
Yeah, no, this bundle. I really should do a tier list video with bundles.
If it falls,
Do like the whole like S through S tier, A tier, F tier, whatever with the bundles. Just because I don't know if anything like that even exists, honestly. I mean, 10th anniversary bundle is a no-brainer, of course. That's going to be a S-tier bundle, of course. Like, there's no... really nothing you can really say negative about that one. But there are a lot of bundles out there. Oh my gosh, why would you do that? Why are you even using that? Is my question. This gives me an idea. If I get another bundle that comes with those T600% coupons and ends up being bound to account for a short period after that, I could send it your way. I mean, yeah, you could. For sure. But I mean, my goal is to get the bundle itself eventually. Just because, obviously, one, I want to support this game. I love this game, so yeah, I want to support it. For one. Two, I mean, the bundle is just so good. Like, oh my gosh. Can I get there in time? And I get sub-nuked. Of course I get sub-nuked. Joke's on you. But yeah, I can get that. I cannot take that coupon from you. It's like the same, like you said the other day when I was streaming, like the hypothetical scenario of, well, if someone were to donate money, like I'm not doing this for money. I mean, if the channel is, oh, hi, thank you. I don't know who subscribed, but thank you. I can't see because I don't have that thing pulled up. But yeah, like, gosh dang, like if the channel itself just passively started making money, like with ad revenue and whatnot, then yeah, why is it showing 2? I need to fix that. Why did no one tell me? But like, but yeah, like I was saying, if this channel were to start like making money with ad revenue, then yeah, I would use that. But no, I'm not that kind of guy that will sit there and take money from people. Yeah, hold on. Okay. Cynthius. Thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate it. No, that I think I got that fixed. I think I got that fixed. The keyword there is I think I got that fixed. But like I said, it's gonna be a while before I can even get anything Star Trek Online related. Like I'm probably not gonna be able to get anything for a whole year. So I'm not gonna be able to do a legitimate breakdown on things for a while of new stuff. So I do apologize about that. So before I can really do a video about these ships, yeah, it's gonna be a minute. Can talk about it on stream all I want, but you already know that I'm not a huge fan of just talking about things that I don't own, because I want to like have it in my hands and then play with it. Because there's tons of things that sound really good on paper, but then in practice just is not as good. As other things, and vice versa. Like there's things that on paper don't sound good, but in reality are actually amazing. At least from my testing. But then again, people say that I don't test things correctly, but what do I know? There you go. Like when the T6 ships came out, I remember that they were saying that T5 ships will still be able to keep up with T6, which in a lot of ways they can. But also in a lot of ways that they can't. Like none of them have this specialty bridge officer seating that the T6 ships have. But either way, they still can keep up with. Like I'll use these ones for example. So here's the non-T6 version, it's T5. You know, it doesn't have any specialty bridge officer seating, but you can still do things with it to keep up with the modern versions. You just won't have the specialty seating. Same thing with like the T5 Scimitar. Like, because of its seating, you can actually do a lot with this. And yes, this is me thinking with Uncon. because on-con is the thing that people are leaning towards nowadays, and what makes ships good or bad. No such thing as the flying potato, right? But yeah, so I will still live by there's no such thing as a bad ship. You just have to have a build that is optimized for it. Like I think I have the perfect build for my Tholian Mesh Weaver. It did like 1.3 with Tetrion. So it's it's really good. Really good. Oh, one thing I did want to talk about, since I am live streaming this and people can watch it in the future if they get to this point. So, something huge also really happened with this bundle, with this update, really. Not just this bundle, just this update in general. The Kelvin Timeline assault drones are no longer locked to the Intel Dreadnought Cruiser. Obviously, the Armstrong says that it can use it, but you can now use these drones on any ship you want, which is something that I have wanted for so long. The Kelvin Timeline assault drones are so good. There are bad builds, yes, you are not wrong. But my question is, did they add a squadron version of the Kelvin Timeline assault drones? But yeah, I've been wanting those to be unlocked for such a long time. And they finally did. Oh, they finally did. Let me see. Hangar pets. Kelvin Timeline assault drones. It looks like that they... Why are there two? That's funny. But yeah, so the Kelvin Timeline assault drones are now unlocked for every ship to use, which is absolutely fantastic. So when I do, if I ever get my hands on the carrier, yeah, I'm using those drones. That's drones. I've been wanting those drones unlocked for so long, because they're like one of... Whenever I do my pet build video, these are going to be ones I do talk about, because these are definitely going to be like a top tier pet. And it's because they have beam fire at will, they have torp spread. Granted, it's only the level 1 version, but sure, I've already proven that you can do a lot with level 1s. But also because of the fact that they have ramming speed. So when they get to a certain... to activate ramming speed, if you have the right setup, they won't necessarily die from the ramming speed if you have the right setup going. But yeah, no, these things are beasts. People are talking about the bundle. I don't want to see the chat in game. Go away. I don't want to see it. I don't need to see it. I'll get that eventually. Just not right away. My wife is already giving me the look of just like, really? She's not home yet, but I can feel the look that she's giving me, even though she's at work. Hey, Wooly.
Well, I got up early
Yes.
today. Hey,
Good
Mr.
evening.
You're gonna want to get the new carrier.
What one? The one on the event?
The one in the Zen store.
Oh,
The new Kelvin Timeline carrier. Its console and trait are gonna make pet builds like insanely good.
okay.
So I'm just letting you know. Also, it's gonna rival the Ark Royal.
Oh, damn! Just when I'm getting used to this one.
It's a Intel primary command secondary with a secondary deflector, and it's a carrier.
Okay.
So I thought I'd just let you know.
Ooh,
I would
the
still.
flight deck carrier.
Yeah, I would. No, it's not a flight deck carrier. It's just a standard carrier. I would still sit there and say the Arc Royal is better, just because of the temporal seating. But
Yeah,
but if you're gonna go like a hardcore science build, the Arc Royal, I mean not the Arc Royal, the Newton might actually keep up with it because of the fact that you can use concentrated firepower 3, which is going to be huge for torps. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know. I'm gonna go back to my stream.
Thank you.
is it Newton?
Yeah, the Newton is the carrier.
All right, I'll show it to him.
Yep. All right. For console viewers, the daily promo giveaway has begun. Elite Captain Training token now available. And there you go. Yep. At least, Nukin, you're gonna be able to see like what's coming. Like this is coming. The Kelvin bundle. It'll be out probably like next month, but it's coming. The Spawn Mother is one nasty bug.
Intel suggests we'll only have a short time after engaging the Spawn Mother before the bugs will evacuate. If that happens, we'll fail our mission and need to call for an extraction.
Is that
But if we're quick and smart, we
what
can
I think it
drop this
is?
on her head before it gets to that point.
What outfit is that? This girl right here. I want to say that's the club wear. I'm not sure. I'm kind of going through like a Tron phase. Like I even have an outfit. But it won't let me use it outside of ESD because, you know, no fun allowed. But this bundle is definitely meant for all the Kelvin Timeline fans like me.
Fire in the hole!
So yeah, I'm not going to be live for much longer just because I do have work today, so yeah, I got church stream. I'm sorry, but it, you know, it is what it is. Can't help it. Yeah, if I could get that outfit, I'd make it. That'd be my Tron outfit. Whatever outfit that is, I don't know what it is, but, you know. For some reason, you cannot use the Clubwear outfit outside of, outside of ESD. Which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I watched the movie that they released last year, which I didn't even know that they added a movie. And then I rewatched Tron Legacy. I'm going through a Tron kick.
Scans show that we need to jump down this narrow fissure in the rock.
Do we know?
I don't know what's waiting for us at the bottom.
Yeah, I love the photon launcher. It's so photon burst launcher. It's so much fun. There's something that I wish that I did talk about when it comes to melee build that I was referring to, because the psionic command aura that I'm also using on the melee build gives you control resistance. And there's other things that you can get that basically removes any control debuffs. I just can't remember what they are. You know, I was not expecting much from the cool weapon, but it's actually doing good. That secondary fire is also pretty mean. The only reason why I even executed it is because, you know, I wanted to use something like the photon burst launcher, and it just didn't, you know. I'm just gonna wait now at this point. The spawn mother is one nasty bug. I don't have my motion accelerator on this character because I gave it to my Klingon for the melee build. Oh my gosh! Swap mother died so dang quick. We did it. And then the loading screen, of course. The dev team hates me, I swear. I swear that the dev team is like purposefully doing this just to spite me. I know that's not the case. I know for a fact I haven't even hit the radar. When I hear him say about one nasty bug in game, I usually joke back and say, "So is your mum." What's your point? So is your mum. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I think I kind of want to do the carrier first now that I'm looking at it. I need to stop looking at that. I can't get it. Stop looking at it. Oh, shoot. I just realized something. Hold on. Did I ever remove... I didn't. Dang it. Remove that. Yes, remove. Okay, because I still have my old Twitch channel. And I had a PayPal thing on there. Nope, deleting that. And I don't plan on ever streaming on Twitch again anyway. I can tell you right now that when they did that ground TFO, whoever made it was a fan of Starship Troopers. That's the whole point. Did I not just update you? So, I've been kind of wanting to try my hand on RimWorld. Would y'all be down to watching me attempt that game? Because I know that I have Birth of the Federation on my list of games to play on this channel. There's also Star Trek Fleet Command, or what is it called? Not interested. Yep. Star Trek Starfleet Command 3. I want to add this to the playlist as well. I want to do like an entire campaign playing as the Borg and conquering everything. There's actually a lot of games that I want to add to the channel. A lot of Star Trek games for sure, but like I'm trying to also get the New Horizons mod to work for Stellaris, but it's just not wanting to work. I do also plan on adding Infinite, because I personally actually really enjoyed the game, and it sucks that like everyone immediately was giving hate to it instead of giving it a chance to breathe. Oh yeah, no, I'm at X4 is the one that I own. I don't think I own X3. I own X4, but there's mods that are Star Trek related that I do want to play. Like they did the Borg, like perfect. The Borg weapon sound effects. Yeah, not having engineering team does kind of stink. How did those spheres get all the way out there? This is a weird run. I actually do really want to give X4 a shot, just because I'm a huge, like, sci-fi nut. Because I haven't actually played any of the X4 games. My bad. My fault. Yeah. I know, I do plan, like, I mean, I can even add that to the list, since there is technically Star Trek mods in it. Because, again, Star Trek. I own some of the DLC for, wait, I own the soundtrack too? I only own 2 of the DLCs for the game. Three, not bad. Let me see what the total is. Oh, I took in 1 million damage. Right, would help if I were to refresh it. Oh, I was in the wrong tab. Wow. You already dismissed. My Polaron Beamfire at Will 3 was my second highest. So look at that. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Agony restrict. Yeah, no surprise there. Yep, that's what I like to see. Right there. Polaron's good. I did not know that I had the soundtrack. What does that soundtrack even sound like? I wonder. Do I even have them installed? I don't! Oh dear. Let's go ahead and install those real quick, shall we? All 3 that I do have. Because, like, a lot of times whenever I'm streaming, the soundtracks I listen to is RimWorld, Stellaris. Let's go ahead and check out X4. Heck, I even listen to the Warhammer 40k Darktide soundtrack on occasion, the Total War Warhammer 3 soundtrack. Yeah, I think the reason why I like Reunion over X4 Foundation is the fact that they really stopped focusing on the lore and the story of the game for X3. Terran Conflict was done. The game that came out after seems like the story is really only there for the opening, but once you get established in the game, the story has like no purpose. Well, I mean, it's a sandbox. At least from what I've noticed, it's a sandbox, so it's kind of just like play what you want. It's kind of like the same way with what's that one game that I really Starpoint Gemini Warlords. Like, no one talks about Starpoint Gemini 2 because it's nowhere near as good as Warlords, but Warlords, I actually played the crap out of that for a time. I'm not saying that Gemini 2 isn't good. Just Warlords felt better. And there were Star Wars mods I was trying to get to work, but I could never get them to work. What are my endeavors? Deal phaser damage ground. I was doing phaser damage on the ground. Destroy Terran ships. Wait, hold on. Let me do that on my Klingon. Yep, I like that in box. I just don't like how everything else is in stops almost entirely. It isn't enough to make me not play the game, though. They're still awesome games. Yep. No, I mean, I'd definitely add it to my list, especially since, like I said, X4 has the, Star Trek mods, which I did watch a video on. So I'll go ahead and download that at some point. Alright, so phaser damage ground. Can't really do that on this character because I don't have anything that does phaser damage on this character, do I? No, but I can get something that does very easily, actually. And here's my phaser weapon. Automatically Mark 15, I think. Alright, let's go ahead and destroy Terran ships in space real quick. Private. I need counterpoint. There you are. And then do phaser damage ground, which I can just do randomly. Like, the only mods that I would do is just adding ships to the game. I'm not going to do any, like, major, like, game changes or, like for example, with Skyrim. I'm always, like, adding mods to that game that just changes a lot. I'm not gonna like do any like major game changes. So I'll just add a few ships here and there, and then once I start playing the game even more, then maybe. So here's the pack I was referring to. Might even have the Shangri-La in here. Yeah, no, they did a really good job. As you can see, I'm already subscribed. Nice. And there we go.
The Terrans are creating trans-dimensional portals. Any portals that open as soon as
Nice.
or the ships that come through them could
Yeah, like when it comes to modding, I've never gotten into it in terms of like creating mods, primarily because in fact I don't even know where to even begin with anything like that. However, there is a mod I have my hands on that I do want to work on for Freelancer. I've talked about this before. The only problem is I have no idea what I'm doing, and I have to do everything from scratch. I added a whole bunch of systems, stations, planets, all kinds of things, but the factions that these systems inhabit, I don't know how to turn on. And then not only that, for some reason, there are lines of code that are conflicting with one another that are causing names to not appear properly. So I gotta... a guy showed me how to rename things. I gotta figure out how to do that again. Because the game itself is insanely old, so it's, yeah. To be fair and fair, to give credit where it's due, I didn't create those mods all on my own. Each was a team. Oh yeah, of course. Like, the mod that I am working on when it comes to Freelancer, oh my gosh, I need a team so desperately. I can't do it on my own. It's literally just me, because like everything needs to be rebalanced. I need to rebalance capital ships. I need to rebalance trading routes. I need to balance the entire economy. I need to get NPCs to actually spawn in certain areas. I need to change what the NPCs spawn in, because I want to get rid of all of the imports from like Star Wars, Babylon 5, like all that stuff. Because one, I don't want Disney breathing down my throat because they are petty like that. They've actually gone after mods for this game in the past because even though that it's completely free, they're like, nope, get rid of it, or we're gonna, send a lawsuit. They got a cease and desist letter, which is so dumb. Which I would love to keep the Star Trek ships in there. I mean, the Star Wars ships in there. I'd like to keep all those, like, imports and whatnot. Maybe even update them to make them look a little bit better. But I don't know how to do any of that. Yeah, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and it's just me. A lot of rebalancing that needs to be done, and I kind of know how to do that, but it's just me. This is probably going to be my last TFO that I need to go to work. But one thing that I also wanted to do was create my own custom mod for Freelancer to where it takes place in the Babylon 5 universe. Oh wait, this TFO takes too long. I might be able to complete it. Because the way Babylon 5 plays and how the way Babylon 5 works and how Freelancer plays are very similar. What I would just do is, if I could make it work, is when you go through a jump gate, you actually are traveling through, that space. Ah, gosh, dang it. Almost fell. Sorry, I'm putting on my pants. Yep, I have an idea for that new carrier whenever I do get my hands on it. I'm going to throw on this console. I'm going to throw on this console. I'm just literally going to be a fleet. Yep. The ideas I have in my brain.
Well done.
Gosh, those things are still active? And they disappear. Now I kind of want to make a Kelvin Timeline character and only use Kelvin Timeline ships. Because I have these 3. I have the Legendary account unlocked, and I have like this entire... The only ships I'd be missing is the Kelvin Connie 2 and the Freedom. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm not gonna have enough time to be able to complete this TFO. Wait, no, I should be able to. Disregard. But as soon as this TFO ends, I pretty much have to end the stream and then go straight to work, because, yeah, work. Like I said, short stream, I'm sorry. I can already see it now. There's probably going to be some content creators going, oh, these guys are so desperate to make money. That's not... stop it! Like, I can already see it now. Don't worry, I will be the light in the darkness. My tiny little channel. Because, like, they could easily have made every single one of those ships a lockbox or promo ship, and based on what I am reading, they're definitely that level. Oh, you want to come play with me today? I will happily shoot you in the butt. Even though I'm not gaining any kind of, like... There it goes. I just can't help but laugh, because I'm not even kidding. I literally was like, man, I would love for them to add more Kelvin Timeline ships. Like, I would like to see more of that. And then they did. Like they can hear my thoughts. I don't think I've ever even said it in a video. Oh, you are not wrong, man. This soundtrack is fire. So I do have some old videos, Hellhound, if you're curious as to what I've been working on when it comes to Freelancer. Some of it is meme stuff. I was just playing around, but yeah, like there actually are people that are within the Freelancer community that are like, when is your mod going to be ready? Because there's a ship in my mod that's actually playable that isn't playable in another mod because the dev team there just don't want to add it. All I did was just put engines on it and that works. That's the thing. In my personal opinion, it's the best space sim game ever to exist, but that's just me. Have to remember that I don't have I don't have Fireball Escape on the character. So I can't be all up in their business. But yeah, so I need to create a... Because my plan is to make it a server. Like, people to come on and play. My goal is to... So... Gosh, I can't even articulate my words at all. Anyway, if you played Eve... that, but more fun. You can mine, you can pirate, create your own faction if you want. You can like the faction that I created in this mod from when the mod was a server at one point, because this was originally a server a long time ago. It no longer exists, sadly, but I am taking the mod and I'm updating it, adding things, removing things. I've already removed quite a few systems. I just need to I need to figure out how to name everything. Like, once everything is named, then pretty much it'd be, once everything is named and once I can actually add the NPCs to spawn that I want to spawn, then I can pretty much launch the server as is and then update it over time with the fixes that I want to add. Like rebalancing the capital ships, because they're, like, not good. In terms of, like, their shields are, like, non-existent. So I need to create a whole new everything. Now, to be fair, Freelancer was originally created for fighters. Kind of like how Elite Dangerous is and whatnot. Like, it's small craft, not large craft. So I need to edit. I need to figure out how other mods have done it to where, like, ships don't do this weird dance when you're going full speed. Alright, so this TFO is pretty much over, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful and fantastic day. God bless, and I will see you all in the next one.